And welcome back. We're picking up from where we left off last time in the Long Dark, when we just ducked into trappers here to warm up. Before going and looking for more of the Polaroids. So I'm going to go look for the other Polaroid, and then probably map using the Polaroids, if we find it. I'm actually surprised that we're heavy. Oh, I've got a lot of water on me, I suppose. And I've been picking up lots of sticks. Okay. Lots of sticks, and we've got 3 fur logs on us. So we got a lot of fuel. Maybe not the best for making us warm, which is maybe a little bit of a problem because it's decently cold right now. But we're walking straight to another place where we can warm up, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. So the next stop is the sort of abandoned, well, it's not really abandoned, the cabin just past the clear-cut area. Gonna go there. That's one location the Polaroid could be at. The area right next to it is another. And then there's 2 places that used to have opportunities for the purpose caches that may or may not have a human and or their backpack next to where they were. That could also serve as a Polaroid location. Those we're going to check. But we'll warm up in that cabin first. Regardless, we're going to the cabin, we're going to warm up the cabin, get warm in the cabin. And then we'll do the stuff that's going to be cold afterwards. If it was a little bit warmer, we could take the opportunity. It looks like I haven't cooked all the meat here. I got some uncooked meat. Cooked. Not cooked. In the middle of being cooked. Cooked. Okay. I'll have to be a little bit careful in running through there for food, but more likely to hit the moose meat or the other bear meats before that one anyway, so not super problem if it's not all cooked. It's too cold right now to cook it. And same thing here. We got a pile of cooked and uncooked. Sadly, all of the condition on it is too far gone for bulk transport by Travoy. So even if I built a Travoy, it wouldn't be a good idea to try transporting them. Because if you put something in the Travoy that has 0% condition, it will disappear. Which, if you're trying to transport it the other side of the map, is not what you want to do. So I have to put different equipment in the Travoy and then move it. While I carry the stuff that has 0% condition in the character inventory, because the character inventory is a little bit different. Character inventory stuff can hit 0 and not disappear. Okay, so one of the places the Polaroid could be is in here. We've been pretty over here with a fine-tooth comb, so I doubt it's in here. So apparently I've missed a bag of ketchup chips, so apparently my fine-tooth comb senses are pretty bad. That. And it's not going to be out in the middle of the floor underneath the bear hide, otherwise I'd pick the bear hide up and move it. I've just remembered we've been carrying around a pair of pants. Yeah, we've been carrying around a pair of pants that's heavy that we don't need. I'm not going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it in the dam with the other worn out deer hide shoes, but gotta remember I'm carrying that so I can remember to leave it somewhere where I can use it later. Because best case scenario, it will probably end up being used. Worst case scenario, it's at least a deer hide, which has its uses. Like, we done the math earlier. I think if you're trying to maximize your
I need to drop something.
Wind resistance, it's a better outer than the wolf pants. The wolf pants is a better slot usage for just raw degrees, but it's not that much better. So this is one of the places it could have been. It could have been at the tree here. Sometimes there's a human corpse there as well. But it's not there, so we'll check spots 2 and 3. Do I want to backtrack to warm up a bit? How blisteringly cold it is. Minus 10. Minus 10 I can probably warm up by starting a fire. So if I'm desperate, I can warm up that way. We are in the land of meat, and more meat, so I'm going to sprint to get places quicker.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Oh, there's some birch bark over here. Forget how far up here it might be, but it's around here where the spot is. And again, if it's up here, it'll either be a human carcass or it'll be a backpack, I think. Okay, unless I missed it. I may have missed it. I think I've already walked past where it is. It's probably not up here. The other spot to check is behind where the moose has been. Again, there's either a human corpse or a backpack up there that it can be in. Okay, well, this is actually a pretty lookout spot, so let's go ahead. And I'm going to start a fire because we're taking too much damage from the cold. I'm going to take a moment to warm up if I can get a flat enough spot for this fire. Get a flat enough spot for this fire. Will is saying no to having a flat spot for my fire right now. Let's put it away from it when we sprint downhill. I wanted to set it up and map up there, but it is not to be for the moment. Get a fire started, get a character warmed up. We've taken more condition damage than I will really want to, so I'll probably try to recover some condition damage by drinking birch bark tea.
Well,
Okay, we're at
thank goodness for that.
-7, so let's go ahead and slap like 8 sticks in the fire. And prep up some birch bark tea. Yeah, looking at my condition damage, I've been way too cavalierly running around in the cold because I've taken a lot of condition damage. Don't think I'm close enough to get the map on it. No. -11, I'm -7. If I get all the way warmed up, it might be warm enough that I can take the risk of mapping without being next to a fire. That's -11, we're 8, so it's only 3 degrees short. I know that location's far enough away from
I'm
the
not sure I
polaroids
can carry much more.
that we're not going to be able to map it from the polaroids. So I'm going to have to come up and manually map it at some point. Whether it's now or later, it's going to get mapped. And now is a perfectly fine time to try. Anyway, apparently with the lit torch, we're warm. That's good to see. So if I can get back up there and get the notification up that I am near the point, I will attempt to map again. Around here, I think where it told me. Let's change torches and try to map it anyway. See limb. Nothing written on the thing, so that wasn't the spot. ravine
heavy.
in my rush. It was a little farther up the hill. Oh, there we are. But it's still not showing up. Is that actually one of the spots, or I'm just trying to map a particular spot on the map that I don't need to map? Oh, that's a way to check the extra traits. Nice. Where is it? It's gonna be log, collection, surveyed locations, mystery. Well, force reveal. Mystery lake. Map those. Train letting to ravine, 2-floor, muskeg, last stand, logging camp, lake trail, lake overlook. Okay, so that's why it's not showing up on the map. Is it's a named area, but it's not a mapped named area. Okay. I'm trying to map an area that isn't going to get mapped. That explains it. Anyway, let's sprint back down the hill to our food. Get the character fed. Where to leave? There's the fire. Give me some charcoal, please. Thank you. Not that backpack, because we searched it already. Just walking over to explore the last spot. We got a little bit of good weather right here, so I want to not completely waste it by getting distracted. So I'm gonna grab the meat, we're gonna go check the last polaroid location that I haven't tried searching. May have missed, if it is in the one that I missed finding, we may have just missed the backpack slash corpse. If it's a corpse, it's actually fairly easy to find. The backpack bit is the harder bit, if it's only just a backpack. So it's not up there. But sometimes there is a human corpse up there, and or other loot items up there. But it's the next turnout area.
I just need to close my eyes.
Up its equivalent to that area. where the Polaroid is, well, where a Polaroid location possibility is for picking it up. I know where to use them, so you use them. We already know one's the fire lookout, and the other one is the lake overlook. Okay, I got the condition low enough that hopefully we'll do a full 10-hour sleep to get most of our missing condition back. Because I did lose a little bit more condition than I would have liked to, and I've been paying attention. I wasn't paying attention, that's why I lost all of it, to the cold. You really should have probably stopped there earlier to warm up. Whether that was to stay in the cabin a little bit longer, because I feel like I didn't let myself warm all the way up in the cabin before leaving. Those of you who are in a position where you can quickly rewind the video to check will probably be able to tell me yes or no real quickly in the comments, but I'm not in that position right now. I'm having to play everything live, so I don't know if I was a little bit aggressive in leaving the last cabin, and thus was pretty cold when I stepped out into the cold, because I think that's one of the reasons I maybe have gone through quite so much condition so quickly. So one Polaroid location I don't think I've checked, or well, one place to pick up a Polaroid that I don't think I've checked is up here. And I'm kind of hoping it's up here, because if it isn't, then it's either the place that I missed looking for it past the cabin. Because I'm not looking at a map, right? I glanced between parts at a map, but I don't have the map up right now, so I'm going off of memory off of a map and my understanding of where things are on the map in the game world. That I'm not actively refreshing by looking at the map. So if it's not the one up here, which we should be getting close to now, then it was probably that one I missed. Well, it's not that backpack. That may have been the spot it could be, though, so I may be continuing to walk up here for no good reason. I don't remember exactly how deep into the corner it was here. And I don't hear any crows, so I don't think there's a human carcass up here. I think it was just a backpack. So I don't know if there's a second one up here. I don't think there's a second one up here. I think it's just that one. That was probably it if it was going to be up there. And back, this is a bit more of a game history than a useful piece of knowledge, but back up here used to be a location where the preppers cache could be, before the preppers cache has got made permanent locations. Yeah, looks like no luck in finding it. Whether it was up here or not, no luck in finding it. I suspect that backpack I found would be the location where it would be. If it was up here. Because I was coming up here basically to find a backpack, and found a backpack. Just wasn't in the backpack. Okay, well, for the moment, we're gonna go recover our fatigue and warm the character up and get as much condition back as we can in the cabins over here. The next spot that I'm gonna stop at is I'm gonna go up to the fire lookout itself. Because we do have the polaroid for the fire lookout. So if we can do that map might actually help us find the missing polaroid, because it's going to map a lot of the map. And it may map enough of the map to give me an idea of where I made the wrong turn
Cold is making my head feel
looking
thick.
for the polaroid. And then probably when we map up at the Traverse Cabin, or at the Fire Lookout, that's probably where I'll put the part in and end the stream. So hope you've been enjoying it. That'll be a little while in the future, because that's probably going to take like 10 or so minutes to get up to the Fire Outlook, but which means the episode will probably be closer to 40 minutes than 30 minutes, but that appears to be the trend, unless I'm being real on top of it for these episodes. Looks like it may be going into an Aurora, which is fine. We've got our outstanding order with Sutherland, so we don't want to chat up Sutherland anyway. We're about to put the character to sleep for like 10 hours, so he'll sleep through the Aurora, even if it does go into an Aurora. So here's the logging camp. This is...
So,
we're going to give the character a quick 10-hour nap. Which is, as far as this game's concerned, about the longest nap you can take the character without making him lose condition due to dehydration. Here we go, we got most of our hit points back, which is a good thing to see. Could optimize water usage by going and feeding the character before I drink water, but the food's far enough away that I'm not going to do that. If I was closer to the food, I probably would do it. Or if I was more worried about my water levels, I probably would do that. So the visibility is pretty bad. It's also real cold. So I'm going to sprint over to the food. I'm going to feed the character. And then I'm basically going to probably sprint back to the cabins to warm back up again. And hope the weather improves. Otherwise we'll probably take some condition damage walking up to the lookout. And to be fair, with this level of visibility, I doubt we can map at the lookout. So, we really want to arrive there when it is okay mapping weather, which this is not. Okay, in the bad visibility, I have missed the meat pile. I know it's out here. There it is. Why I put it behind that log there, I will never know. But it's behind that log, camouflaged. Primarily for me.
my fingers feel numb.
Okay, so we ate 2 pieces of meat. I don't think there were 2 full pieces of meat. I think one of them was full and the other one was partial.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
We'll have the character warm up in the cabins, which is basically just pass an hour in the warmth. And hopefully the weather will improve during that hour to make it easier to path up to the fire outlook. Because the intact fire outlook is actually finding the start to the climb is a little bit on the difficult side. Okay, the answer to is the weather going to improve to make it easier to get up there is no. No, it's not. So I want to try to sort of shimmy up the hillside here with a rough understanding of where I'm going, in the hopes that I can find the trail without having to go well out of my way. I keep shimmying up here. Is it too steep? Too steep. And I sprained my ankle. That's what I get for trying to billy goat up a hill. It's usually easier to billy goat down than it is to billy goat up.
Smarts.
Because downhill you get a speed buff.
I don't feel so good.
Uphill you can hit what is effectively due to the elevation change as a brick wall that you can't path through. So no more sprinting because I have a sprained ankle.
Oh, that hurts.
In the grand scheme of things, it's probably not going to make a difference as long as I find the path reasonably quickly. Because obviously this is not mapping weather, so I'm gonna have to take a moment to wait for the weather to change when we get up there anyway. And the character can do that just as well being asleep as awake, so we'll probably go climb into bed the moment we get up there for 4 hours to get the sprain to go away. At which point it'll be good, hopefully good mapping weather. We'll be able to take advantage of the polaroid to get a good map.
I don't feel so good. That hurts.
Nope.
Thank
I
goodness.
sprained the other ankle.
Made it through another night.
Well, it's 4 hours for both, or 4 hours for one, so that literally, other than another notification that I've been billy goating, doesn't do anything to me.
Ah, damn, that's smarts.
And here's the road. So from here, the rest of the way up, I shouldn't get any more sprints. We just sprained both ankles getting here. Now, if we were still hunting ptarmigans, I can hear the ptarmigans at the top. I have a suspicion that by the time I'm in a decent spot to shoot at them, I will have scared them. Yeah, we just scared them.
Oh, that hurts.
So there's the fire outlook. This one's the intact
Smarts
one.
a bit.
This one's apparently also known as the forestry outlook, but it's a fire outlook. Up the forestry outlook. We're scaling it really well for someone who's got double sprained ankle. Can I map the Vista location from inside? Yes. Well, I can map from inside. That did not count. Definitely did not count as a Vista location map.
Can't feel my hands.
Oops, gonna take a bunch of cold damage from doing that, but that's a Vista location map. So there is a supply cache up there. It's not there. Not there. Yeah, I'll have to do some looking around to see if we can find the last Polaroid. Oh, the cooking thing up here. We don't need the cooking thing. We don't need the lantern. I'm not seeing a
feel so
Polaroid
good.
up here. And based on the time, this is probably actually a good place to put a cut in. Maybe I'll try to rememorize where the other Polaroids could be
Soon.
for the next part. So we'll go ahead and take the character's 4-hour sleep. Where do you have any charcoal? Yes. What's out of charcoal otherwise? We'll take the 4-hour sleep to make the sprains go away for next time. You should see that probably pop up just as we come out of the sleep, is that all the sprains are gone. Yep, sprains, pains, and the hypothermia risk are all gone. So if you've been watching this on YouTube, I hope you've been enjoying it. There probably will be another part up by tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean by tomorrow for you on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm not actually sure when the next recording session is going to be. This should actually be the 5th part I did in the recording session, so it'll be somewhere between 3 days and 5 days. Well, actually, maybe between 4 and 6, because I think we still had one available on YouTube. So I hope you all have a good time until the next part, regardless of whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. I'll try to have the Twitch schedule updated a couple days before I actually go to stream, so you should be able to check the schedule at some point and know when the next stream is going to be. I'll probably try to update that early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning in my time. If you're watching this on Twitch and you're like, tomorrow morning you'll have the stream schedule updated, it probably will be updated by then, but that'll probably be an entirely different schedule. I'll be very confused if you're trying to follow that schedule. But yes, this is going to be the last part, so this is going to be the send-off for the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you've been enjoying it. The game will continue, just this is where the stream is ended. If you're watching on Twitch, again, I don't know when the next one will be, but I'll try to have it posted to the schedule on Twitch a couple days before it goes up again. So with that, I hope you all have been enjoying it. This is the end of apparently a 4-hour-long stream, because I did 5 parts. So have a good time until next time. Wish you all good luck till the next stream. Bye for now.